What is going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is Hugh Wizzy and this is the inaugural pre-match show in association with Arsenal Fan TV. Get in there, my son. Let's start with the form guide then. Aston Villa season hasn't exactly been anything to write home about. Former Norwich boss Paul Lambert skipped town and has used youth over experience this year, but there's no doubt really that he's fallen out with club record signing Darren Bent. He's relied pretty heavily on Christian Benteke, the big Belgian up front, to keep them afloat in the relegation battle this year in the Premier League. They find themselves in 17th place with only 12 games left. That means every single game will be a cup final for Aston Villa, and you can rest assured that they will be up for it. Top performers this year have been Christian Benteke with 11 goals and 4 assists, and there have been decent performances from Matthew Loughton and Nathan Baker. Andreas Weimann and Gabby Agbonlihor are also chipping in with the 2 or 3 each. Darren Bent himself hasn't scored a Premier League goal since September last year, so with the bit part that he's playing, I hope that we can take advantage, more so than we did in the 0-0 draw at Villa Park earlier in the season. Absolutely critical that we get 3 points against this side so that we can close that 4-point gap on Tottenham Hotspur. Let's check out what people have been saying on Twitter. Being a Gooner for every day of my 36 years of life, no matter how bad times get, it will always be better than being a spud. Classical Gooners is there's nothing to say again this season. Let's park up and go to Austria to prepare for next season. Lewis Cooper saying it's going to be Ramsey's game. The Arsenal opinion with the next 3 games, all massive ones. What sort of team do you think we'll put out? I'm going to put up here a team that I think we're going to put out. It's going to be a pretty much full strength side. Absolutely critical that we close the gap on Tottenham Hotspurs, only 4 points now, and would love to see Rosicky in the side along with Jack and Cazorla. Helps our passing game. Reckon we need to pitch our strongest side, to be fair. We drew 0-0 last time away. This time there's much more at risk. I think he's right. AFC Truth, 9 points for the next 3 is a must. No need whatsoever to rest players for the second leg versus Bayern. Play the best 11 all 3 matches. Strongest side every game from now on. It may well be a cup final for Villa every game they're playing, but it is for us as well. It's absolutely critical that we reach somewhere in 4th at least, and are able to attract the type of player that wants to play Champions League football and is actually up for it. Tommy Boo Boo, Dr. Tom Alban says, my thoughts, I bloody well hope Bastian Schweinsteiger isn't playing for Aston Villa. Thought that was the last time I was going to have to say his name for a while, but Schweinsteiger gets in there again. What can you say? They were absolutely immense, the Germans. Yeah, although it's a cup game, you know, you never know what can happen. You would think that we're pretty much out of that, and we should really be concentrating on the one thing that is of sole importance this year, and that is 4th place. So, yeah. Happy that there's no Sebastian Schweinsteiger. That said, there may well be a Barry Bannon, Gabby Agbonlihor I expect to play a part. Fabian Delph looks quite decent at times, and Christian Benteke is an absolute force to be reckoned with. So I really reckon we need to be up for that. Here are some of the main danger men. Darren Bent, 29 years old. Christian Benteke, only 22. Gabriel Agbonlihor's chipped in with a couple himself, and Ron Vlaar, the big Dutchman, will be the man at the back. Barry Bannon and Charles Nzogby are themselves creative enough to offer something for Aston Villa, you feel, and it's going to be a cracker. After a torrid 2012 where Paul Lambert really struggled and they were almost certs for relegation, they've kind of turned the tables with wins at West Ham and a draw at Everton of late. Big strides they're making forward, and I think the club is really getting behind Paul Lambert, so it'll be interesting to see how many fans they bring to the Emirates, what kind of support they have, and whether they'll be able to pull off another shock against a side who will surely be reeling after their defeats, simultaneous defeats to lowly Blackburn Rovers and the great Bayern Munich. This has been the inaugural pre-match session show with me, Hugh Wizzy, in association with Arsenal Fan TV. Thanks Robbie for letting me do this. If you're liking the videos, press that like and subscribe button. You know what to do. My channel link is in the description below as well if you're on the Arsenal Fan TV watching this. If you'd like to see any new features brought into the pre-match show, then you can let me know in the comments below. This has been a lot of fun, and my name's been Hugh Wizzy. Up the Arsenal. Peace. How many times, mate? How many times? Do you know what I mean?